Xin chào khán giả của Nghiện nha. Ngày hôm nay Linh đang đứng tại Hội An và trong chuyến đi lần này thì team cũng lựa chọn được một vài căn nhà rất là độc đáo. Và căn nhà đầu tiên có tên là Heron House.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for inviting us to come over for the house tour.
Our pleasure.
Giới thiệu với mọi người, đây chính là anh Lưỡi và chị Vân Anh, hai vị chủ nhân rất là dễ thương mà Linh có đề cập đến vào từ đầu clip. Và mọi người có thấy là ngôi nhà này rất là quen không ạ? Đó chính là ngôi nhà được hàng ngàn like ở trên Nghiện Nhà. Và ngày hôm nay thì Linh và team Nghiện Nhà lại rất là vinh dự được đến thăm và còn ở lại đây vào ngày hôm nay nữa. Và bây giờ thì Linh sẽ xin phép là trong clip này sẽ nói tiếng Anh, bởi vì là anh chủ nhân, anh Louis rất là tâm đắc với ngôi nhà và muốn chia sẻ với tất cả các khán giả. I really like the view here and also very surprised when you also have the swimming pool inside the garden like this.
Pool was one of our first steps when we bought the property to build. It was just a patch of dirt here originally, and we love a little deep stretch to stretch out.
Yeah.
And in the evenings, sometimes we set up a movie screen out by the pool to do movies under the stars.
Oh, really? So where do you set the screen normally?
The screen would be just over there between those two posts. So our guests can lay down on the sun beds and stretch out for film, or pretty much float in the pool and just watch a film.
Nice.
So the idea is this is like a dream vacation house. So when we design the house and all the facilities with the house, we imagine, you know, what we would like when we go travel.
Wow, super
Yeah.
nice.
So this will be your home for the next 3 days.
Oh, nice. Can you talk a little bit about the overview of this ground floor?
Well, this is our big communal area. It's all tied together by the French colonial tiles, which are actually from the 1950s. But then it's put together with so many little touches. So, for example, this bar was originally a tree which was floating down the river out to sea, and the previous owner said, that's where people are going to meet, that's where people are going to sit and talk. So many a night our guests will just socialize around here. I'll be making cocktails or serving wine. We have a variety of board games and drinking games as well. So oftentimes it becomes the heart. Like every good house, the kitchen is the heart.
Yes. I can see like the house is for rent, but the kitchen is really fully equipped with like even the dishwashers, is it?
Yeah.
It's very rare to see.
Yeah.
Dishwashers, wine fridges, but we also like to host private events sometimes. So I'm a chef, self-taught chef, and I'll host events for sometimes up to 35 people for dinner. And other time our guests just ask for a special dinner when they want to have something a little bit more personal and not have to go out. So this week alone we've done 2 private dinners for our guests and just playing around, and I tend to eat quite a lot of equipment.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
I see also even like the coffee machine, everything we can find here.
Oh yes.
So the majority of our guests are family, from the tourists coming from many other countries. So when they come here, they bring the whole family. They want to have, you know, a really nice space to reconnect, to enjoy the house. So most of the time, you know, each room is really big and beautiful, but people spend a lot of time in the living room and common areas, and, you know, sharing meals, cooking together, or just enjoying the time being together as a family.
And I see like you have a lot of furniture that is like collected.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Some things custom made, other things collected from around Hoi An. We do love our antiques.
Yeah.
But then we enjoy some of these little modern touches to bring out the life with them.
Yeah.
This kind of armchair is like a signature of the furniture in Hoi An, right?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and it's actually very comfortable to just sit around, play board games, or so for this villa. The area is quite big, so the entire space for the villa is 500 square meters.
Wow.
And the house is 220 square meters. And we have 2 floors. And we only have 3 bedrooms. Many people ask me, you know, such a big place, you must have 10 bedrooms or something, but no, we only have 3 bedrooms, and the idea behind it is that we want a really big space for people to relax, to unwind, you know, so we want to have a resort feeling that, you know, people can completely relax. It doesn't have to be in an enclosed room, but very open, close with nature. So this is our green room.
Wow.
You can see the floor continue with the living room and kitchen. This is the green floor, so we call it the green room. This is actually my favorite room out of the whole house. Yeah.
Is it difficult to find this kind of tile?
Very difficult at this point. They've been here well before we bought the house, but unfortunately there's only a few groups which still try to manufacture them. So most of the tiles were ceased production when the French left.
Yeah, so now people prefer to have, you know, like the more minimalist style. So yeah, so it's more difficult to find the traditional style for the tiles. Yeah, but we love the signature tile for the house. Yeah.
Because like it's very Hoi An, very traditional, right? It's can be called Indochine style, isn't it?
That's correct.
For this house.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can see there are many doors and windows all around the room.
I can see like
So,
no need aircons, right?
yeah, so when you open up everything, the wind just flow through the house, and it just, sometimes in the rice harvest season, you can smell the rice from the field.
Like now.
Yeah.
Likewise, the ocean is only about 1 kilometer that direction, so we'll, on stormy nights we'll actually hear the ocean crashing against the beach from the sea.
Oh, can hear as well.
We can hear it, and we'll get this beautiful sea breeze, which is fantastic.
Yeah, so you can see the bed is situated in the middle of the room, surrounded by, you know, a lot of antiques and furnitures. And the touch that I love is the bathtub.
Yeah.
Be sure to check it out at night, because the shape of the bathtub is just perfect for your back, so it's very relaxing. So yeah, and we had prepared the bath salt and some of the essential oil, so you can have a very relaxing bath.
So thoughtful, host. So is it like custom made?
It is.
Yeah, so in Hoi An we are lucky that the craftsmanship are very good. So, you know, a lot of the wooden furniture, all the terrazzo, or, you know, we can get many things custom made. So for the house, we love to add little touches that, so you can see the kind of the lantern of Hoi An that is made into a really contemporary light.
I can see like a lot of different shapes of lanterns in the house, and it's also customized for this one, right?
Yeah.
The bathtubs in particular are very popular, so we've already had 4 families in Hoi An make copies, particularly for Westerners like me, which are a little too tall normally and have to choose between having their knees or their feet in the water.
Yeah, so we give a lot of credit to the previous owner of the house, because he built it with style, and yeah, so we get the inspiration from what he has created, and then we just build on to add more facilities, everything to make it more comfortable.
And also not just this big bed, I can see also you set up a small bed beside, and it's very convenient for big group to stay.
Yeah, so we have a lot of family staying together, or family with little kids, and yeah, so we try to prepare it so that we can accommodate different needs that people, but we also don't accept too many people to stay at the house at the
So
same
how
time.
many total can you
The
host?
most we can do about it is 6 adults and 3 children normally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's an occasional exception for babies,
Yeah.
but in general we try not to put too many people in because it does spoil the atmosphere. And one of the joys of Heron House is being able to have each person find their own space to sit down and read a book and find some privacy from their family if they want to.
So at least to keep also some quiet for like the guests staying here, right?
To make sure that they have the best experience possible, and
Nice.
stay and be very comfortable.
May I ask like how much normally you charge for a night here?
For the whole house, anywhere between $320 to $400 depending on the season.
Okay, and also depending on how many people staying here, right?
When it's just a couple who wants total privacy, then we bring the rate down a bit, of course, for them.
Yeah. And how to find you, like on Airbnb or?
Yes.
Airbnb, we have a direct booking for our website, booking.com, we have a listing. We're listed mainly through, I think, about 5 different platforms.
Oh, wow.
But most people will look at us through Airbnb and then send us a direct email or contact us directly via our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a bite of my body, want you all over my body. Nights out and we never leave, I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone.
So upstairs we have 2 bedrooms. This one is called the yellow room because as you can see, the yellow tiles of the room.
This is actually my favorite suite in our building of all the 3. Partially because the desk is facing towards the rice field. We like to joke that somebody will write the great American novel at some point here.
Yes.
But as well, it's the spanning views from when you wake up in bed to sit up and look directly onto the rice fields. It's also the only room with a private wine refrigerator for more of our discerning guests.
Yeah. Nice.
So we call this one the honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
That or usually the parents get to stay in this room because it has the best view and the most amenities to make them comfortable. So to keep up with the yellow theme of the room, everything we choose is has some touch of yellow.
This room will have its own private shower and private toilet, and then a gigantic bathtub.
When we enter the balcony, you can see this is the beautiful rice field of An Mỹ Cẩm Châu.
Wow.
This is the best season to be in Hội An in April before they harvest the rice field. So everything is at its peak, at its most beautiful. And we're very lucky with the view of the sunset across the entire rice field paddy. So yeah.
I'd say April and September are traditionally the 2 times of year where we have the best rice views.
I think
even during the flooding, the rainy season, when we've got mud, we've got thousands of ducks running around in front of the house, loving it. And our guests loved waking up and seeing a water buffalo just 50 meters in front of their home. It's a nice escape from the city.
You all over my body, nights out and we never leave, I'm always checking my phone.
Well, I think honestly, in the beginning we were infatuated with beach life. We had originally thought about doing an eco beach resort somewhere in central Vietnam. And we started looking at properties everywhere between south of Cam Ranh all the way up to around north of Hue. And we couldn't just find something which we really fell in love with, something which was practical and doable. But when we decided to make Hoi An our base, my wife's first decision was to rent a little apartment on the beach. And from this agency which we rented through, this place was listed for sale. So we rented from them one day, and then we bought this property on the 3rd day after renting.
Oh, that's quick. Just like we go to the supermarket and grab things.
When we knew, we knew.
So I think that over the years we are very lucky because we always have a connection with our guests. You know, we consider ourselves not hotel owners but as hosts. So, you know, when people come, we want to show them our town, our home to make them feel the most comfortable.
And in turn, we've kept in touch with a lot of our guests over the years, and when we go back to Europe or other parts, oftentimes they invite us to stay at their homes. So it's a nice circular experience.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I hope that when the travelers coming back, this house gonna be fully booked again.
Thank you very much.
We're already fully booked this month.
Oh yeah, congratulations!
Yeah,
It's
thank
not
you.
surprised.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you again for coming to visit us, and I hope you would enjoy the next 3 days at the house.
Và mọi người ơi, thực sự là rất tiếc là đã đến cuối của house tour rồi, và rất là may mắn khi là Linh được đến đây đúng vào dịp cánh đồng lúa rất là đẹp như thế này. Và điểm nào trong ngôi nhà mình cũng thích thì không biết là chúng ta chắc chắn rằng là cũng sẽ có những cái điểm thích riêng của mình. Mọi người có thể comment ở trong clip để cho là Linh và anh chị chủ nhà cùng biết là chúng ta yêu quý gì ở ngôi nhà này. Và đừng quên là nếu mà đến Hội An thì Heron House sẽ là điểm đến rất là tuyệt vời dành cho các gia đình muốn đi nghỉ dưỡng và có một chút escape khỏi cái thành phố lớn này. Và chắc chắn rằng là mọi người đừng quên là like, share và subscribe kênh YouTube Nghiện Nhà nữa nhé. Và xin cảm ơn anh chị rất là nhiều vì đã cho khán giả Nghiện Nhà được chiêm ngưỡng ngôi nhà của mình. Xin cảm ơn và rất là mong là sẽ được gặp lại mọi người sớm.
Cảm ơn.
Bye bye mọi người.
Let's make all the days in between like an anniversary with fireworks that light up the sky. It's like the midnight hour, just